Hello students, as I said before, today we shall discuss a numerical from the topic we have covered so far. Here is the first numerical. If current in a conductor linearly drops to 0 from initial magnitude I naught in time interval t naught, what amount of charge must have passed through the conductor? Okay, so basically the question says that initially through a conductor, initially the current was flowing I naught, okay, and after time t naught it becomes 0. Okay, so initial current is I naught, after time t naught the current totally disappears. Then what is the amount of charge that just flew within this time interval t naught? Okay, what is the relationship among the quantities current, time and charge? Of course, current is equal to dq by dt. Okay, we are here to find out q, that's why dq on the left side, I dt on another side. Okay, to find out the charge you have to integrate it on both sides. Of course, charge will start from 0 and it will end at some charge q. Time is starting from 0 and it will end at t naught, because we are to find out the charge flowing within interval of t naught. Okay, now the question is, okay, first come to the left side, it will become q, 0 to q, and this is equal to I dt, 0 to t naught. Now in the left side it is q minus 0, so that is q is equal to I dt, 0 to t naught. Now the question is, what about this I? This I is unknown, it is a variable. Okay, let us find out an expression for I in terms of t. Okay, what could be that expression? Here, now come to the question again. The question says, if current in a conductor linearly drops to 0. First of all, current is linearly dependent on time, that's why we can easily write that AT plus B. Linearly dependent means equation should be like a straight line equation, where A, B are constants. Let us find out the values of A and B. Current initially is I naught, that is I naught when time is 0, that's why first term will become 0, second term as usual B. So I naught is equal to B. Now we have got the value of B. Next, finally current becomes 0, so I will be 0. Finally means time, when time is t naught. So A t naught plus B. What is the value of B? I naught. Now what is the value of A? So A will become minus I naught by t naught. Here is the A value. So the two constants we have got now. So then equation of I finally will be AT plus B. A is this much, minus I naught by t naught t plus B. B means I naught itself, I naught. Okay. Now to find out the q, you have to put the expression of I in the integration. So q is equal to I is this much. So first I will write down I naught, then I will write down minus I naught by T naught into T dt. Okay, this is equal to I naught being common will be taken outside, that is I naught integration 1 minus T by T naught, okay, dt. Here I have forgotten to put the limits 0 to T naught. So this is 0 to T naught, this is also 0 to T naught. Now we will integrate it. This implies q is equal to I naught one dt, that means simply T. I hope you are well aware of integration. Then T by T naught is constant, so T dt means T square by 2. So it will become minus T square by 2 T naught. So limits are 0 to T naught. Okay. This is equal to I naught whole into, first put the upper limit, so T naught minus T naught square by 2 T naught. If you put the lower limit here, both term will become 0. So now this is equal to I naught T naught minus T naught square T naught. So if you cancel it, so it will be T naught by 2. So total becomes I naught T naught by 2. This coulomb. Okay. So total amount of charge flowing through the conductor is I naught T naught by 2. Okay. Now come to another numerical. Here is the question. The variation of current for an interval of 20 seconds is shown in the graph. I will show you the graph. Calculate the amount of charge that must have flown in this interval. Okay. Again read the question. The variation of current for an interval of 20 seconds is shown in the graph. Calculate the amount of charge that must have flown in this interval of time. Here is the graph. Okay, you can see easily. This is the current graph. Current is varying like this, 0 to 20 seconds time. Okay, you have to find out the charge flowing through the material. Okay, so it is very easy, no need to go for the formula. Actually we know that I is equal to dq by dt. Okay, this implies q is equal to integration of I dt. Integration of I dt means it is nothing but area under I curve. Area under curve. We do know that integration is nothing but area under the function curve. Okay, here the function is I, that's why the area under this curve will be the amount of charge. Okay, let us draw the figure. Figure is like this. this is current, this is time, this value is 20, this value is 5, this value is 15, this value is 20. Okay, so these are the times and these are the amounts of currents. Then what is the area under the curve? So area under the curve is nothing but this area plus this area plus this area. First consider the area of this triangle. You can observe here it is 5 difference, here it is also 5 difference. That means these two triangles are same. They have the same height and same base. That's why they are having same area also. So I can write Q is equal to, first consider the area of this triangle, that is half, base is 5, height is 20. Okay. Again we are going to add this triangle area also, so no need to add again, just multiply 2. Okay, plus area of this rectangle, its length is 15 minus 5 and breadth is 20. So 2 gets cancelled, 20 into 5 it is 100 plus 15 minus 5 it is 10 into 20. So 100 plus 200 total becomes 300 coulomb. Okay, this is the answer. So much for today. In the next class we shall discuss the next topic of the chapter. Thank you.